Okay, I know in the previous video I mentioned I did have this machine running, but this will be technically the third official time this machine has ran. I just did a short and I figured I would do a actual real video of starting up this engine. Coil is now permanently installed. I've ran both spark plug wires underneath the metal here. It's actually bent up right here where it has to go under, and there's actually a small hole right there where the wires go through. It's really a poor design. The old coil, which is actually right here on the ground, you can see where it was actually pinching right here, probably on both wires. I only noticed on that wire first. Yep, right here on this wire as well. As you can see, I had to take the boots off. I had to reuse both boots on the new coil. So I might clearance this out a little wee bit just so the new wires don't pinch. But really from here to here, there should be no movement in the wires at all. All your movement is the ends right here and right here. So I got some Go Juice. Put some in. Give it a good dosing of it, and we'll fire it up. I got no way of shutting it off, so we'll just have to let it run out. I'm definitely happy it's not picking up anything in the tank, if there is anything in the tank. So again, like I said, I got no way of shutting it off without sticking a rag over top of the carburetor. But there we go. It runs. It sounds halfway decent. A little bit ticky. But I think that's probably just because it hasn't ran in forever. I have no idea how long it's actually truly been since it ran. The guy said 2 years, but I'm thinking much longer than 2 years. That's just my overall guess after looking over the machine. So next step will be on this to figure out which wire is the kill wire. So it does have a few of them up here. I believe it would probably be this one right here. So I got to test that to the ignition, make sure it's dead when the key is off. And no, sorry, yeah, it has to have ground when the key's off, but not when the key's on. So gotta do that and proceed to buttoning this thing up. I might, like I said in the previous video, check out that carburetor, see how bad it truly is. But this machine does need all new fuel lines regardless. So I do have a carburetor that was good about a year and a half to almost 2 years ago, but the engine has since sat outside. It was covered up for most of the time it was sitting out, but before the engine went for the scrap, it was left open to the elements. So the carburetor might be rough. Let's just leave it at that. So anyways, new coil works. I'm happy about that. Once I do get all this here buttoned up and get this buttoned up, I will put the top cover on, get the engine sealed back up, and you can actually do the carburetors on these without any issues with the top cover on. I can even probably do everything with the hood on. My goal is actually not to take the hood off on this machine unless I absolutely have to, but we'll have to just wait and see. That battery there seems to be starting it fine, so it will probably stay. These engines, oh, they do take a little bit of power to actually get them up and going, so you do want a fair sized battery in them. But this one here is labeled as a 16 horse, so I guess it's a 16. I originally thought it was an 18, but no, it is a 16. But there we go. Briggs opposed twin in the abandoned Hooptie Craftsman runs. So talk to me later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.